Happy Christmas, you sons of bitches. What's up, Justin? How are you?
I'm doing great, Nick. How are you? Happy Christmas.
Yeah, happy
What up?
Christmas.
Hey,
Merry Birthmas, because it's almost my birthday,
when's your birthday, bud?
December 22nd.
Ooh, birthday coming up. By the way, this
Yes.
is Louise. You guys have never met her, but she is here. So,
Well, hello, Louise. I wanted to let you guys know that we're just kind of doing a Q&A free-for-all tonight. We're not doing anything like no particular topic. Obviously, we'll touch on Christmas. I mean, you've got to do that. But let's say hi to everybody first. We've got Miss Erica. How you doing?
hi, Erica.
Hope, Quentin, Nathan, John, Catman, Cody Lepke, Christina, Sam, Sarah, Creasefold, JC, Deshaun, Lloyd. How we doing, guys? How's everybody
Hey,
doing
everybody.
today?
Christina, I hope you're feeling better. Sending love to you. And yes, I have two cats. This is
Yes.
Miss Louise. So,
Talk Sick, what's up? Yeah, what's up, guys? Like I said, no specific topic today.
hello.
We're gonna just kind of shoot the shit and shoot from the hip, and we'll see. We'll see what comes up. So whatever questions you guys have, comments, anything like that, throw them in the live chat. We'll address them. Justin, what have you been up to this week?
Let's see. It's been a great week so far. Working pretty much, but had a Christmas party Saturday, so that was a lot of fun. And today I've been off work, so it's been a great day, great relaxing day. So
Good.
How about
Glad
you?
to hear it. Well, Justin, since we are friends outside of the YouTube world, you are privy to some information that some YouTube people are not privy to yet. I'm doing much better, guys.
Thank you.
If I had reached out to you guys over the past few months or whatever, and or you had reached out to me and we had talked about some things, I'm doing much better right now. So I'm excited. I'm hopeful. I'm in a better mood. I definitely am. And my son's birthday party is this Sunday, so
Aww.
I'm excited for that. Yeah, he's gonna be 3. His
Wow.
birthday is Monday, but
Yeah.
my mom will only be in town for the weekend, so we're doing his party on Sunday. But
Aw.
excited for that. Can't wait to spend a bunch of money later this week. It's exciting. But yeah, I mean, there has not been like any horror news.
No, it's been pretty
really
quiet.
at all. Yeah, the Christmas season, it's kind of weird, but I wanted to ask everybody, and I had talked to some of you guys on social media about this, and I actually did a patron live the other day where Rudy was on with me. I don't know if you knew that,
Aw.
Justin. Yeah,
I didn't
Rudy,
get a chance to see that. That's awesome.
yeah, he was on my patron live stream. He was too afraid to show his face, but he was audio.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask everybody in the chat.
Here, hold on real quick. Louise is getting into something, and she's gonna
You're
be loud.
good. You're good. Everybody in the chat, I wanted to ask you guys if you have seen Violent Night. What did you think? I have yet to see it. Not that I want to see it, and Sarah puts it in the chat right there, so kind of perfect timing. First thing I wanted to start off with was Violent Night, guys. Anybody that has seen it, let me know.
Who has
What you
seen it?
guys
'Cause I
thought.
have not.
I haven't either, but everybody that I've heard that has seen it really liked it. I mean, David Harbour,
Yeah.
Santa Claus, this gory, badass action Santa Claus.
I love it.
I'm into
I was
it.
down
I'm
for
into
that.
it. Would you guys like to see a Joyride remake?
I don't know. I mean,
No.
I think the reason why I say I don't know is because we had 2 straight-to-video sequels that I've never seen them, but I don't think they were too good from what I've heard, and I think that's kind of one of those things where it's like it's great the way it is. So
By the way, hello, Jamie.
maybe
And,
do a sequel that's like more like theatrical, if anything.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't thought about that franchise in a while, honestly. So I'll probably, I don't know. January is usually the month where like you're obviously out of all of the holidays and whatnot. So you're just like, what do I watch? And that's usually the month, like January, February, March, where I just watch a bunch of stuff. Like it just ranges from anything because I don't feel the need to like adhere to the time of year. See, like this time of year, I feel like I have to watch Christmas movies, whether they're horror Christmas movies or not, or I feel like I'm cheating this time of year. You know what I mean? And I don't want to do that.
I think I've been slacking a little bit though, because I'm like, I got to be in the mood. For some reason, I love the Christmas decorations. Just got to be in the mood for them.
Yeah. No, I hear you. As by the way, guys, as Cody said earlier, roundhouse that like button. Make sure you leave a like on this stream if you haven't already. Helps us out. So, I wanted to say right off the top, really quick. I made a post about this yesterday, and this is solely just because I have had people reach out to me via like DMs and whatnot and ask me, hey, like, they know my birthday's coming up or they know Christmas is coming up. Hey, can I send you stuff? I want to send you a gift. Don't do all that. It's the holiday season. I'm a dad. So if anything, the material items for me don't really matter. Obviously this time of year, I know you guys, a lot of you guys are really gracious. You super chat, all that kind of stuff. And that means a lot. But if you wanted to do anything for me at all, just Venmo me. I mean, that's the best way to do it that way. Cause YouTube takes over a month to get your YouTube payments out. And I know a lot of you guys, you do this out of the kindness of your heart. So I just wanted to say, if you wanted to, do something for me, just do that. It's quicker, it's simpler, and I can use it on my son. I can use it on whatever. So, but that is simply just for the people that have reached out to me. Do not think for a second I'm here going, guys, please. No, that is not what I'm doing. I'm just addressing that collectively, so I don't have to do it individually to every person that reaches out to me. So, and I have a post of that on my community tab. If you want to know what it is, check it out. But anyway, the people have been saying stuff about Violent Night. Cody says that it was hilarious, it was brutal, and it was heartwarming.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Heartwarming. Interesting.
That's a little surprise. I guess you don't see it in the trailer. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but Justin, it's to be expected. I feel like it's a Christmas movie. Like we should expect that.
Heartwarming moments. So
yeah. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How you doing?
Hello. What's up?
So there's that. Trying to think. What have you watched recently, Justin?
What have I watched? Well,
hold on. Let me rephrase this. What have you watched to keep in theme with the Christmas season?
Okay. So I watched Christmas with the Cranks last night, which is one of my favorites. I love that.
Love that movie.
And I watched The Dorm that Drip Blood, which I reviewed on my channel. But I watched that, and that's a great one. That is such a great little low budget slasher. Not only if you love Christmas slashers, but if you like the college-based slasher movies, give that one a watch. So highly recommend it. But tonight, I'm either going to watch a non-horror movie based around Christmas or a horror movie Christmas film. So I'm not sure yet. Thinking Gremlins. I don't know yet.
Ooh, yeah. I was going to say, it's funny you mentioned that. I was thinking the same thing. Is like, I'm going to have time after this. Like, what do I want to watch? I don't know. I really don't know either, but it'll be something to keep in line with the
holidays.
Yeah, obviously.
I did order, and it's coming this week. Black Christmas on 4K, the original, and I'm okay. Ooh. I'm like, do I watch it now or do I wait till Christmas Eve? Because that's when I watch that one. Christmas Eve, I turn off all the lights except for the one main tree, and I watch it around like 10 o'clock at night. So,
see, for me, I always watch. The only staple that I have to watch on Christmas Eve every year is 100%. Christmas Vacation. Now, I don't.
Vacation.
I watch other stuff probably that night too. But that is the one staple that it's like Christmas Eve. I have to watch Christmas Vacation. Have to.
I love that movie. By the way, let's see. Look who's talking now. I want to Kirstie Alley, rest in peace. Set aside, what her beliefs were. I know she had her opinions later in her life, but I had to tell somebody on my Facebook today. I was like, you know what? She was an icon in movies and television, and cancer sucks, and we have to respect her family who are going through such a tough time right now.
Yeah,
and I was almost in tears last night because I was like, like this year's been really tough, and I've lost a lot of childhood people I grew up with. So
yeah, it's been
really
hard.
sad.
And yeah, as far as like, because I saw it was a little polarizing last night, like when the news came out that she died, and people on the internet, there's two factions of people. Obviously, guys, look, at the end of the day, I don't give a shit what your beliefs are on anything like that. Personally, I really don't. It's just about, like, I don't know, respecting
Exactly.
somebody dying, and also on top of that, it's just like, there's people that agree with her. There's people that don't agree with her. That's how life goes. So like,
exactly.
you know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing with you and same thing with me. It's like,
Yeah.
I couldn't care less about all that. So, Olivia Newton-John sucked this year too.
Oh my gosh. The Tommy from Power Rangers, Leslie Jordan,
right? Was
broke
it
my
Jason
heart.
David Frank?
Yeah, Jason David Frank.
Yeah, man.
Leslie Jordan. Oh my gosh, like so many people. I mean, we're probably leaving out a lot of people, but
well, it just reminds you, Justin, it's crazy. I've been thinking about it too. And as much as you may not want to think about it, it's just kind of like, wow, you're getting older. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you watch these people when you're young, you're watching these movies. I mean, Grease, one of my all-time favorite movies.
One of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
I mean,
watched it all the time growing up. And it's like, obviously pretty much, I don't know many like kids that didn't crush on Olivia Newton-John in that movie. And, now it's like, wow, she's dead. That's wild.
And look who's talking. Like, I was going to watch that. Honestly, last week I thought about watching that. And so it's, this stuff really hits you. So, but anyway,
but Jamie
rest
says
in peace, Kirstie
had,
Alley.
Absolutely. Jamie says she's been having a snow fest. Watch Dr. Sleep.
I love it.
Oh yeah, Dr. Sleep. Y'all already know.
And feel
Dr.
better
Sleep.
soon.
Yeah, please feel better soon.
We love you.
But guys, throw us some questions. Throw some questions our way.
Please do.
Yeah, like, let's hear it. Let's have some conversation. I want you guys to drive the narrative tonight. I want you guys to drive the show. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever you have questions about, put it in the live chat. Now, I will say there are probably going to be a lot of people that live chat that ask questions, and I don't want to lose anybody's questions. So just know that if I don't get to yours right away, we'll get to it. I'll go back and go through them. Don't worry. I won't lose your questions.
And just because there isn't any horror movie news, like, you can even ask us, so what do you want to see the future of so-and-so franchise or whatnot? Like, just ask us questions. So.
Yeah. Well, Talk 6 says, did anybody watch Clerks 3? I just grabbed the Steelbook. It was great. I have not seen it yet either. I've never been a big Kevin Smith fan, believe it or not.
What? I love older Kevin Smith. I don't like some of the stuff that he's come out with in the last 10 years. So
I should say, to be fair, because I don't want anybody in the live chat, coming for me for saying that. It's not that I dislike Kevin Smith. I just haven't seen a lot of his movies. So I just don't have an opinion either way.
I recommend probably one of his most underrated and appreciated movies, and that's Zack and Mira. Like, I don't know if you ever saw that one.
Oh, Zack and Miri Make a Porno?
Yeah.
I did like that movie.
I love that movie.
That movie was funny, yeah.
And that one doesn't get enough talk when it comes to Kevin Smith. Like, that's such a great Kevin Smith movie. The last, in my opinion, good one.
Christina asks, let's see, what's everyone's favorite Christmas tradition? I mean, aside from opening gifts and stuff, I think for me, it was always, we have this weird tradition as a family on Christmas Eve, because obviously you do a big thing on Christmas Day where we cook and whatnot. We get Chinese food on Christmas Eve, because my mom doesn't want to cook. What about you, Justin?
Christmas Eve, what do we do? Not much, but I mean, we might like grab a pizza or something like that, or get some good food. And I tend to, like I said, watch Black Christmas 1974, and then Christmas Day I spend time with my dad, and we just enjoy the day together. So
yeah. Cody Lepke asks, when do you think Scream 6 trailer is dropping? From what I've heard,
this month.
Second or third week of December, but I will say I did see a report the other day that it might not come out until Megan comes out, which is the beginning of next month. So,
Which, you know what, that gets us pumped up though.
yeah, but I would say it'd be a little out of character because with the last time they did it 3 months before release, so this month would be 3 months. But who knows? I mean, I don't really know.
I don't know
Sarah
if they're
asks,
like. I guess I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Like, do you think because they really haven't promoted this one as much? Do you think it's because they're trying to like hold secrets in compared to the last one?
It's because of the fan base as a whole.
Yeah.
I think honestly, the horror community, they know that this shit's going to get leaked and dissected and spoiled and ripped apart, by everyone on the internet. So they're trying to keep their cards close to the vest, I think. And I don't know. I'm sure also part of it with a Scream movie has to do with the cutting of the trailer and the sense that they talked about in Scream 5 how they made that trailer misleading on purpose, and they did. And so I'm sure that when you go through all your footage, you're like, how can we construct this to dupe people? How can we do that so we don't give too much away in the trailer? So I feel like that's part of it.
Yeah.
Jamie, Sarah, I have not seen the trailer for The Last of Us. I didn't play that game either.
Sarah had a question. What are some of our favorite Winterfield movies? Like,
that's Jamie. Jamie asked that.
Oh, Jamie, I'm sorry. Sorry, Jamie.
Winterfield movies. The Shining is definitely one of them.
Shining.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go outside of horror. And I'm going to say, I like to watch during Christmas, but I love watching it during wintertime. The Holiday with Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz, Jack Black, and Jude Law. Like, if you want good feels, like, that is such a great. Have you seen that one?
I have. And I got to say, Jamie, I'm not going to give those answers away because somebody last week asked us to do a stream this winter on our favorite wintertime movies, not just Christmas. So we're going to be doing that soon. So I'm going to keep those cards close to the vest.
I'll keep it close, but I'll say the other one that I love watching is Storm of the Century. We're talking Stephen King. That is a great Stephen King miniseries.
Yeah. Ryan asks, Nick and Justin, favorite item you own in your collection? It's got to be the Halloween 15 disc set. I just absolutely adore that thing.
Well, I think everybody knows this. Out of the kindness of my heart, I gave that away. So I would say the 4Ks. I gave it to a friend who didn't have the box set. But I'm going to say the Hellraiser Scarlet box set.
Okay. Quentin, have you seen The Outsiders? Yeah, love The Outsiders.
I've never seen it. Sorry. I gotta watch that.
It's great. It's great. Yeah, I was hearing stuff about Megan. FluffX, do you think the Halloween franchise should continue with a Halloween 3 TV show? Justin and I have touched on this a little bit. I don't know if I would say that that's how it should continue.
Yeah.
But I will say I would be okay with them doing that. But I'm not. If I had my druthers, I wouldn't sit here and say, well, that's the route they've got to go from this point. No, there are many other routes they could go. But I'm open to them doing that, yes.
If it's done well, it's got to be done well. And I don't want it to be a series that carries on like 1 or 2 seasons. Like, honestly, make it a mini series, and I'd probably be happy with that.
Yeah. Sean, thank you for the super chat. Says, ever see Fighting with My Family, WWE movie, and Nightmare Beach with John Saxon, the ultimate 80s cheese slasher movie? I have seen Nightmare Beach.
Nightmare Beach I've seen.
Yes, with John Saxon. And Merry Christmas to you too, my friend.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we're sending you love and positivity, and we thank you.
Fighting with My Family, though, I have not seen, but I'm a big Florence Pugh fan. I love her. So
okay. The Shining. We got people talking about The Shining, The Holiday. Nick and Justin from Film Positive. What is your favorite movie-related Christmas gift you've received? It's either the Halloween 6 producer's cut that was the bootleg that I got. My mom bought on eBay, or hey, Santa, right? Santa brought me from eBay when I was 14, or the Rob Zombie's Halloween poster, because that is a theater use poster. My local theater where I went and saw that movie
Nice.
I got that poster when it was done with its run as a gift.
What would I say mine is? Like, I gotta think about this because I've got some really cool stuff in the past. I'm gonna say the 1 year. It's not one particular item, but the thing that just pops in my head right now is I think 1 year I got like 4 or 5 Scream Factories that I wanted, like Candyman, and I know not everybody's a fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre to the Next Generation, but I got some pretty cool Scream Factories that year. So
what, Justin? Not everyone's a fan of that?
no, I heard
I thought that was a fan favorite.
I thought it was too, and then I found out it wasn't. So
I just love it. No,
it's your favorite.
Asks, what was your favorite gift you received from when you were a kid?
Oh,
honestly, probably a Nintendo 64.
okay. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I can't remember if this was a birthday present or a Christmas present, but I'm gonna say when I was younger. So when I was younger, y'all knew I had cancer when I was a kid. I'm going back to my childhood, and I was in the hospital for 2 years. But during birthdays and Christmas, I can go home, and then the very next day I had to go back. And I remember receiving a Teddy Ruxpin, which was really fun. And also, I loved having a fun, good, child kitchen set. So I think 1 year I got one of those, and it was a good time. Put a smile on my face. So
yeah, and hey, no need to feel bad, guys. Justin has obviously come out of it, and he cancer's ass. Yeah.
So. I think 24 years cancer free in February. So
yeah. Justin was too tough for cancer, guys. I mean, some people are just built different. Yeah. But and I see Jamie and Mike in the chat talking a little bit about the Halloween franchise. Jamie said she's cool with it just kind of being done. And, look, and she mentions that because Mike said it's finished for now. Unfortunately, Jamie, that is what it is, though. It's just for now. It's not done. It's never going to be done. It's never going to be done. I told Justin and Ken this, and I'm not going to put this out yet until we get more info about it, which should be near the beginning of next year from what I've heard. But I will say to all of you watching and listening, there is Nightmare on Elm Street news on the horizon, and it's not about a box set. It's about a new movie. Ooh. And I messaged a couple people about it. If you want to know, message me. I'll tell you. I'm not going to put it out there right now because I don't want to, burn somebody else for telling information that we don't have concrete yet. But I trust the things I've heard. So, there may or may not be a new Nightmare movie on the horizon. And before anybody asks in the chat, because I know you're going to ask, Robert Englund may or may not be involved in it as well. So that's all I'm going to say.
Well, speaking of Halloween, and Christina, I had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a blood cancer. So, speaking of Halloween, though, we know at the end of the month, Halloween Ends is coming out on physical media. So, who's all going to be picking up a copy day one?
So let me tell you something. I had told myself that I was like, I'm going to get the Steelbook this time. I'm going to pre-order it, unlike I did with Kills. And I was like, yeah, don't worry. I got it. Didn't get it. It was sold out by the time I went to pre-order it. And I actually really loved the Steelbook for this one.
The Steelbook was really nice. Yes.
Yeah. Bummed about that, but I'm going to pick it up for sure.
I'm debating on getting, because you all know I'm going to get it. I'm either going to get the one where it's just his face because it lines up with the 2 other 4Ks I have with just Meyer's face in the poster artwork.
Yeah, I know, Rudy.
Ugh. Oh, Rudy's. And then
jealous.
I mean, I think I'm going to double dip and get the they're coming out with the new trilogy box set with them all, which is just Michael on the front, but I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll pick that up too. But yeah, guys, as far as the nightmare stuff goes, I'll just tell you this because I saw some people in the chat speculating this. Not going to say where I heard it from, but it's somebody that I very much trust. All I know is, let's see, Robert Englund maybe back, and I say maybe because I don't want to tell you guys yes or no, but I do know the answer. And Heather Langenkamp maybe back, and Halloween 2018 route maybe. And I speculated about this months ago on the channel. Justin and I talked about it because Heather had talked about that. There was a reason she was talking about it, guys, because it was something that was being discussed. So you should expect an announcement in the first quarter of next year, from what I've been told.
I think he's coming back too. I think Heather and Robert are coming back. Like
They are.
I mean, I think we all know. I think we know, but we're not saying. So
no, that's what I've heard is that they're both back, and yeah, there were some stipulations for Robert when it came to the makeup, which I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
There were some stipulations for Robert when it came to the makeup because he didn't want to sit in the makeup chair, so they have accommodated him with the makeup this time, from what I'm hearing. I don't know who the director is supposedly attached to it. I don't know the production company. I don't know any of that. I couldn't tell you. I only heard. Did you guys love that sneeze? I overdo I overdo them on purpose, like always. Like I'll be at work and I'll be like, aha! Like I just like I do it on purpose. So you guys got to experience that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe that's what it was because it wasn't letting me pre-order online for the Steelbook, and I was like, "What the hell?" So, yeah, I'll go check that out. But yeah, Toxic. That's what I have heard, and I've got it on good authority. So, and once it is announced, I'll tell you guys who told me, and you'll all be like, "Oh, what?" Of course. So, like, yeah, but don't worry, you will know soon once I know more. Yeah.
Let's see.
I think Rudy asked you a question.
I know. I see that. Rudy, yes. I will watch it. I will open it. When I feel like watching it, I will open it. But, I mean, I was going to be like, I'm going to wait till $14.99. But who's kidding? I'm going to buy it when it first comes out. So yeah, maybe I'll get a gift card. And then I'll be like, okay.
Support the franchise, Justin.
I got to support. It's my baby. So I got to support that franchise.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Awesome?
I have been. I don't really comment as much as I should, but I do watch YouTube videos. So.
Oh yeah, I like never comment. So
just know that I'm watching your guys' videos if you make them. I just don't. I have a bad time.
I don't know if Justin's ever left a comment on. I mean, yeah, he has.
I've left comments on your videos.
Rarely though.
Rarely, but you do the same thing. I love you though.
Yeah. Sean puts in another $5. Thank you, Sean. A Halloween 2018 style nightmare sounds like a horrible idea. I love Freddy, my favorite horror series by a mile. It's time to move on. Hey, I'm telling you, I was not a fan of the idea either, but I said this when that interview with Heather Langenkamp came out. I said, this is what is going to happen. It's just New Line's going to see this as the opportunity, a surefire way to make money with Freddy Krueger to bring him back. And that's exactly what they're going to do. And it's going to be this way, and it's going to make money. But the problem is, you bring Robert back in his 70s. If this makes a lot of money, you cannot jumpstart a new series because he's very old. So, like, again, they have to have some kind of thought out plan here. They have to have some kind of thought out plan. And whether or not they do or don't, I mean, we'll see. But, you know.
And I was gonna say, this is just poking fun. As long as they don't give it to David Gordon Green, you know, we'll be okay. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I know. But David Gordon Green is currently busy filming The Exorcist, which is shooting as we speak. They've been filming since the first week of November. So, I believe Christopher Nelson said on The Thing with Two Heads that he'll be over there filming until the week of Christmas, and that's when it's supposed to wrap. So
the week of Christmas, it's supposed to wrap that. Wow.
Yeah, right before Christmas. So yeah.
Oh.
How we doing? We're doing good. How are you doing?
Doing great. Thank you.
Awesome. I'm happy with Dylan's new nightmare. Then you can just cast Dave McRae as Freddy. Hey, look, I'll tell you what. I saw obviously everybody saw the images of Dave in the makeup as Freddy Krueger, and I thought it looked phenomenal. I thought it looked really, really good. Like got to give credit where credit is due. It looked really good. Akeem, did you guys see the trailer for Indiana Jones 5? Yes, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I
haven't watched it yet.
Justin, I don't know how you feel about this. I am someone that I don't hate Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I really enjoy it.
I just don't like the ending. I felt the ending was really weird, but like aside from that, like the first 2 hours of the movie, I rather enjoyed. It's not the same as the first 3 movies, but it was enjoyable. I saw the new trailer, and guys, I gotta be honest with you, I'm worried because Harrison Ford is very old, and I'm worried that you're going to be able to tell a lot, that it's a body double or that it's CGI because it's not actually him doing these things. And I don't know. We'll see. But I have heard really good things from test screenings. Really good things.
I'm looking forward to it. You got a great director behind this, by the way. I mean, James Mangold. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Directed Logan, and Logan's a great movie, and he directed a lot of great stuff. So we have a great director behind it, and I'm just looking forward to seeing Harrison Ford doing one more Indiana Jones movie. I mean, that's really cool that they got him to come back. So.
Yeah. Rudy, I didn't watch Wednesday.
I haven't watched it yet either. I've heard it's good.
I know. Jamie asks, do you like eggnog? No.
I love Christmas cookies, though. What's my favorite kind of Christmas cookie?
Favorite one?
I like sprinkles and frosting on mine. Sugar cookies with all that fun stuff.
I like I'll buy like the store Christmas cookies, that they're just sugar cookies with sprinkles and stuff on them. I really like those.
I also like Little Debbie's Christmas cakes. That's not a cookie, but I like those.
Yeah, so does our buddy Piz Owl. Piz loves them. Let's see. Quentin, are you excited for 2023? I mean, I'm as about excited as you can be,
Let's see how it goes. That's all I got to say. We'll see how it goes, man.
Sarah, how about the trailer for the new Transformers film? Thought it looked amazing.
I saw parts of it. I was going through Instagram and I kind of saw a little bit of it, so I need to go and watch these trailers. So
yeah, no,
I'm a big Transformers fan. I'm a huge Transformers fan.
So am I. Since that trailer came out, I've been watching. I have broken the Christmas thing a little bit, and I've watched a couple of the Transformers movies the past few days.
I'm a huge one. I mean, they're fun movies.
I saw every single one of them opening a night in theaters. Every single one. Love those movies.
Love Bumblebee. That was such a great prequel. I really love.
Yeah, I don't like eggnog. No, we don't like it.
Nope, not an eggnog fan.
David, honestly, as of right now, I don't know. Last year was funny though because my wife and I we just hung out and watched it. The ball drop. It was Anderson Cooper and
Andy Cohen.
Yeah, and they got drunk and it was hilarious. And we just had a good time watching that. That's usually all I do. We'll have a few drinks and just watch the ball drop. And then after midnight, after you're like, woo, it's just like, all right, it's just another day now. That's it.
I watch some good old
Snickerdoodles are so good, Jamie. Oh my God.
Confessions. I don't think I've ever had a Snickerdoodle.
Justin, they will change your life.
I will have to try those. I do have some New Year's themed movies I like to watch, like Poseidon Adventure. I mean, the original and remake. I'm a big fan.
New Year's Evil.
I do like New Year's Evil. I watched that one because I'm a rom-com fan. I like New Year's Eve. So I have my themes.
Justin, you don't have to put that out there. I'll just tell you right now. I watched The Notebook the other night.
I love The Notebook.
It's a very good movie. I've seen it before. Yeah, very good movie.
Every now and then. Every time.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to disclose whether I do or don't, but yeah, no, I watched that the other night.
You tell me all the time. You're like, I can't believe that happened.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
Alexis says Terror Train.
Oh, I love Terror Train. I always went back and forth. So I don't know if you all have the old MGM DVD release. But when I had that, like, if you turn it around, like, the sign says Happy Halloween, but in the movie, obviously, it's New Year's Eve. So when I first saw the movie, I was like, is it New Year's Eve? Is it supposed to be Halloween? Like, I went back and forth, but I know it's a New Year's movie now.
Film Positive, Nick and Justin, what movie franchise do you think deserves a Christmas-themed sequel?
Ooh.
Okay, so I have always said Friday the 13th. Always. I would love to see Jason in the snow. And I know, guys, never hike in the snow is but you know what I'm talking about. A mainline Friday the 13th movie. But then as far as like a Christmas movie, I would love to see a sequel to Krampus. I really would.
Yeah, I like to see a sequel to Krampus. I'm trying to think of a franchise. I'm looking at my shelf right now thinking franchise. I don't know. I mean, I would say Alien, but Prometheus takes place around Christmas. I don't know if you all know this, but it does take place around Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got one.
Hit me.
Child's Play. A movie.
Oh, yeah.
Child's Play Christmas movie. We've got a little taste every once in a while.
Wasn't a remake around Christmas time?
Was it? It might have been. Oh, well, that was. See, this is tough. Now I got to really think about this.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a good one. Oh, man. I would like... let's see. Well, I got to think about this.
Justin's really thinking.
I have to. I'm like, franchise Christmas.
Yeah.
Franchise and Christmas. Oh, well, I was going to say Batman, but I think we have a couple. Batman Returns take place around Christmas.
The Batman 2. The Batman 2.
Oh, yeah, there we go. The Batman 2.
The Batman being around Halloween was awesome. I would freaking love the Batman.
A Christmas one. We haven't had a Christmas one since Batman Returns, and Batman Returns is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up, John? Let's see. Sean says, thoughts on the Mean One? I don't think either one of us has seen it.
I have not. I have the Mean One. I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's like the one that just came out, the Grinch like horror movie thing.
Oh, I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not really into it either. Sean asks if our opinions have changed on Halloween Ends yet. Justin hasn't rewatched it yet.
I haven't rewatched it. I'm waiting until 4K, baby. So
I haven't watched it since the week of Halloween, but I watched it 4 or 5 times in October. And
Sawyer Family Christmas. I like that one, Jamie. The Sawyer Family Christmas.
But yeah, no, I just still love it. So no, I mean, if anything, I did a watch along with Lee, and on Drum Dump's channel in October, and we're just watching it, and we were both just like, God, this is great. And it's like that's just kind of how I feel still. I don't really see that changing. Usually, if I've seen a movie 4 or 5 times and it hasn't dipped for me yet, it's not going to. Now, it's funny because like Halloween Resurrection, like I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, that wasn't awful, but eh. And then like after like a second watch, I was like, okay, this is not good. So usually I know after a watch or two, but yeah, no.
Lee is
awesome.
Yes, guys, Lee is a babe.
Can you guys recommend the best horror film to watch on New Year's Eve? Awesome wants to know.
Well, we got Terror Train. That's a great one.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve. But if you want to go outside the genre,
mm-hmm.
we have April Fool's Day. Not April Fool's Day.
I was going to say, Justin, wrong time of year.
Killer Party. I was going back and forth. I thought Killer Party is a New Year's Eve movie, but I think it's April. I think it's April Fool's Day, but it takes place during the fall. So I don't know.
Gremlins 2.
Gremlins 2.
Mm-hmm.
But Poseidon Adventure, I'm a huge fan of both the original and remake. And again, Christmas Eve, if you want to watch a little rom-com.
I'd watch
Christmas with the Strodes.
I'd watch that.
What?
If that was real, Christmas with the Strodes.
Oh, I would watch it.
It's just the Strode family. Like Michael's not even in it, and you just get to see the dysfunction of the Strode family around Christmas time. Yeah, I totally watch it.
Yeah. Yep.
Totally watch it. Yeah, guys, come on, keep firing away with some
Come on,
questions.
questions.
Loving this. This is good. We love doing episodes like this.
I like this stuff. Midnight Kiss, fun gay slasher. Ooh, I didn't know this existed. So, Midnight Kiss.
I'm actually in the process of rewatching, right before we got on here, actually. I'm actually in the process of rewatching You Season 3 because You Season 4 comes out in February. And I love You. So, yeah.
Goals for the new year.
Yeah, goals for the new year. I don't know. I just want to be like, over the next year, I mean, I'd love for my channel to grow more, of course, but like most importantly, I think is like, I want to be I want to be a good dad, a good person, I want to be a better person. I want to be, I don't know. There's just, I want to get out of the job I'm in because I'm not happy with it. And I want to make more money and be more content with what I'm doing. And I really want to get, I don't know, my personal life in order, I guess. Yeah, so for me, I just kind of want to get my shit together more and, focus on what's important in my life and just kind of do that, I guess.
For me, well, the biggest thing is I'm good at saving money, but I want to get better at that. I think that's one thing I'd like to do more. But definitely keep going on a healthy track, even though sometimes I slip. I want next year to even be better for me. And maybe next year, I've said this before on a live stream, maybe next year I'll find that special somebody at some point. So
yeah,
maybe that'll happen. So
and I'm hoping for that for you too. And I guess I should just be open with you guys on here. I obviously want to repair my family, of course. I didn't like openly talk about some of the things because it's personal stuff, but I wasn't the greatest guy. And I made a lot of mistakes in the past year, especially. And so next year I'm really hoping to just continue the process of just strengthening my family, I guess. So, that's where I'm at.
I think you're a great guy. I love you, buddy. So,
well, I appreciate that, Justin. I do, but it's I'm not trying to get too deep with you.
No, we're not going to get deep, but I think you're a great guy. But I think we can all improve in some ways. So,
no, yeah, of course, but never be afraid to look yourself in the mirror and be like, I fucked up. I mean,
yeah, I know. I mean, it's as far as my channel goes, I feel like sometimes I don't make enough content. So I'm hoping next year, as far as if we're talking YouTube right now, making more content, but going in other directions. I think like I love movie content. I love creating that, but I'm going to be approaching 14 years on, oh, kitty. I'm going to approach 14 years on YouTube at the end of the month. And next year I'm going to venture out and do some other stuff on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. And guys, thanks for the love in the chat. I appreciate it. We both appreciate the kind words and everything like that. And, but I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm very hopeful for the next year for sure. Ryan, I appreciate that, man. I need to reach out to you. I didn't update you on some things that are going on. Things are definitely headed in the right direction, I would say. So that's good. But yeah, whatever goals you guys have for 2023. I mean, one thing that I've learned, and that really sets in, and it definitely set in, I would say more, I don't know, it's really set in more recently is like, whatever you want to do it, just like do it. Like if you're in a shitty job and you want a better job, get out of that job. Stop dealing with it. Whatever it is, man, whatever it is, just whatever your goals are for 2023, no matter how unattainable or attainable you think they might be, just go for them, because you'd rather go the rest of your life saying, well, I tried my best and it just didn't work, rather than going, what if I would have tried? You know what I mean? So,
you know what? I want everybody for next year. It doesn't even have to be a goal. I just want everybody to live a happy life and to know how special you are. And I know I repeat this over and over, but I think everybody needs to hear it. You know, always be the true authentic self that you are. And
let your freak flag fly.
yeah, never let anybody bring you down. Never let anybody call you names. Just know how special you are as a person. Because I think sometimes, you know, sometimes negativity can get on our shoulders and it can stay on there, and we just need to learn to know that there's so many ups in our life that are going to happen, and to know that even though there's times that we have our hard days, there's a positive light for the future for all of us. So, and that's one of my goals. I mean, I'm telling you right now, like my YouTube channel, I've started my new series, and next year really going to really get that going a lot. So,
yes, Rudy, I did. And Quentin, yeah, absolutely, man. If you're at Scarefest, for sure, we'll be at Scarefest next year, of course. But yeah, no, I mean, not to get too sappy with you guys.
No, we're not going to get sappy. I don't mean to make this sappy.
No. I'm just saying we're going to get back on track here in a second. But I do just want to say, like, to everybody that over the past 5 to 6 months that has like reached out to me and like asked me how it was and telling me that, you know, they're there for me or whatever it might be. Don't think that went unnoticed. I'm really bad at replying sometimes, especially when I'm going through stuff, because I don't like to talk about it. So like, it wasn't that I was ignoring you or that I didn't appreciate it. No, nothing like that at all. It's just, you try not to think about some of those things. So I do appreciate it. And just know that, you know, man, this year was something for me. I went through like 6 months of therapy, and I'm still in therapy. And, you know, it makes you take a hard look at some things about yourself. Yeah, there's just a lot of introspection and a lot of self-reflection and ways that I needed to be just a better person. So I'm thankful for all of that, because at the end of the day, I think it just makes you better. So yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, you guys are amazing. We love you.
Yeah.
Thank you for always being there for us. And yeah, I mean, I'm depression. And by the way, I didn't want to miss the comment. I think it was Ryan. He had a really good, hopefully I'm saying his name right. Ryan had
the Sicilian movie buff. Yeah, his name's
I'm glad you had an awesome year. That makes me happy, you know, very, very happy. But I am one, you know, talking depression and anxiety. I've had that pretty much my whole life. And
same here, buddy. I take Zoloft every night before bed.
Yeah.
for my anxiety. So
I feel like I've had some downs this year. I've had a lot of great ups though. And the beginning of this year, I've made that change of getting on medication, because for a while I did not want to open up about it and didn't want to reach out for that help to get that. And I changed that. And so, yeah.
Yeah. And that's awesome, Justin. And you know, you've got to, every now and then, it's not a problem to admit that you can't do everything on your own and you need help. So there's no shame in that. And, you know, Toxic asked, does Zoloft help? For me, it does. But it all depends on, I mean, everybody's different, and it depends on the dosage and everything like that. I take 50 milligrams, and I take it at night before bed. When I first started it, like 4 or 5 years ago, I was taking it in the morning, and I realized that, like, if I would take it in the morning, it would obviously work its way through my system while I was still awake. So, like, I would start to feel like a zombie, and I wasn't hungry. So I was like, let me try to take it at night. And ever since I've taken it at night, I've never had any problems. But I do have to say to anybody that has depression or anxiety or anything like that, no matter what you do, you're going to be in a constant battle with it for your entire life. Like it's just going to
It's gonna
happen.
be there.
Yeah, medication and therapy and stuff can help, but it's still a battle that you're going to have to fight, that you're never going to be able to get away from. And that's why it's really important to, like, when you're having those moments, when you're feeling down, whatever it may be, it's important to have people in your corner, because you want to have those people to lean on. And whether that's a therapist, whether there's friends, whatever it may be, whatever it may be. I mean, it's a battle that we're always going to be fighting. And, but you don't want to fight it alone, I guess.
No.
So
and I'll tell you this too, and you would not think it, but it helps me out. I know, like, sometimes it could be like a chore to do it, but working out, like, really has helped me out. Like, it gives myself a positive mindset. Like, that's one of the things that, and I'm not the greatest eater at eating right, but I'm getting better at it. And I can tell you one thing, like, stuff like that helps too. Talking to people, doing things that make you happy and love. And again, exercise for me has helped me out a lot. So,
well, this live chat has just turned into like a support fest, and
I'm sorry, I don't mean
no. I mean that in the best way possible. Like, thank you guys for all of that. That's awesome. And look, it's just, the same goes for you guys. If a lot of you have reached out to me, whether it be, God, Rudy, Christina, Alexis, Ryan, Justin, like all of you guys, many of you have reached out to me over the past year or whatever. And just know that it goes both ways. If you ever need somebody to talk to, you can reach out to me and you can ask for advice. I'm, almost 28, but for a 28-year-old, I've been through quite a bit of shit in my life. So I definitely have a lot of experience to pull from. And I definitely feel like I could be somebody to speak to you guys about it, and give you help. JC, no, I live in Ohio. Justin lives in Kentucky, but I don't use, I used to, when I was in high school, I smoked weed all the time when I was in high school, like all the time. I'll just be totally honest with you guys, like all the time. And then when I was about 19, it started to give me really bad anxiety. It made my anxiety worse. And, I would try it again and I would have a panic attack. I actually went to the hospital like 3 times thinking I was dying, and it was just panic attacks. And that's when I realized, like, okay, this isn't for me anymore. And that's okay.
Right.
It works for some people. It didn't work for me. Honestly, the thing that helps me more than anything, believe it or not, aside from my family, is movies. Like, really, like movies, turning off the real world for a while.
Again, that's like, again, doing something that you love or enjoying the things that you love. I'll tell you what, people are talking about alcohol in the comments. I rarely drink anymore. I actually had at the Christmas party I was at, I had one alcohol beverage, but last January, especially since I was getting on medication and I had to take it at night, like I decided to stop drinking. And I didn't drink a lot, but like I would, there was times I would drink to kind of get my mind off of things.
Justin, you're preaching to the choir here, buddy. I don't open up about this to a lot of people, but a big thing that caused a lot of problems in my marriage was how much I drank. I'm just putting this out here to you guys on YouTube. I don't know why I'm being so open tonight, because I keep a lot of this to myself, but that was a really big issue. I grew distant, and I didn't seem to care about my family, because I don't know, I worked and I friggin' like drank, and it's not who I am and not who I want to be. And, so that's why these past 6 months have been really important for me to kind of get out of where I was, because, I was just making things worse. I wasn't making them better. And, I've noticed a lot of changes in myself. I guess I should just tell you guys, like, I'm trying to work stuff out with my wife. I am, it's like, not like some of you guys care, maybe some of you don't. You want to hear the horror movie stuff, and like I totally get that. But like, this is what I was talking to Justin about. you guys care about me as a person, so I feel like I should be honest with you guys a little while we're talking about it, I guess, because this just turned into what it turned into, and I'm fine with it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was pretty low for the past few months, and it now seems like there was a breakthrough over the weekend, and we spent a lot of time together this weekend. Her and I did, and it seems like things are trending in the right direction. So I'm very hopeful of that, and very I don't know. I'm in a better place, I guess. So
well, that's good. I'm so happy to hear that. I also say, you know what else I like to do? I like to sing songs about random things sometimes. And then I like to sing some of my favorite songs. But you know what the best thing I like to do? I like to just sing random songs. And sometimes I come up with them. That's what I do. And I might not be the greatest singer, but I love to sing. And if it can make people happy and put a smile on their face, I'm going to do it all the time.
And see, I sing, and none of you guys had heard me do it until I put up a reel on Instagram last week. I finally said, screw it. Because here's the thing. I was in the shower, and Justin, I don't know how you are. I know a lot of us are this way.
Oh, I can sing in the shower. I like
yeah, but we have like certain moods, certain playlists for certain moods. And like I was listening to the soundtrack for Tick Tick Boom because I love that movie, and I love Andrew Garfield, obviously. And I got out of the shower, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna record like a bit of it. I'm just gonna put it up on Instagram, and whatever happens. Like I don't give a shit. And like so many people were like, I didn't know you could sing. Oh my god! And I'm like, I mean, I told you guys, like I was in choir and everything, and I was in bands all throughout my teenage years. I was always the vocalist. So like, yeah, I can sing. So yeah, Justin, that is singing. Whether you're good or not, like Ryan, and like Justin said, who cares? Just do it.
And I love dancing.
What's up, Matt?
I'm a huge fan of dancing. And you know what? I've had a lot of people say I actually have rhythm, so I'm very proud of that. I love dancing. You guys probably don't know that about me, but I am a huge dancer. Christmas party, I was dancing, and it was like the best time. You guys probably saw my runway walk, so that was another fun time. I love dancing. Yeah. Dancing is a great thing. So
Jaden, we got to do hot valleys. Hot valleys, hot canyons. I hear where you're going with that, but let's do hot valleys. Let's do hot valleys.
I got a song real quick. You guys ready for it? If you really want to know what I want in a guy, when I'm looking on the streets, on the means of streets, with hell in his eyes.
No, Rudy.
I want a devil skin, tight leather.
Oh my God.
And I'll be right as the wind. And one fine night, I'll be holding on tight to a cool rider.
I knew it. A cool rider.
Cool rider. Oh. If he's cool enough, he can burn through and through. Whoa. If it takes forever, then I'll wait forever. No ordinary boy is gonna do. I want a rider that's cool. There you go.
Right, guys.
Sing.
Justin wants a
cool
rider. Justin wants a cool rider. No, dude, Mike, I don't remember the words. I just remember the chorus. So that's my bad. I haven't watched it in a while. But yeah. So
I got one. You ready? Nick can do this one. You ready?
What, Justin? No, I'm not doing that.
They say we're young, but we don't know. Won't find out until we grow.
That's not gonna happen. Justin can't put me on the spot.
I don't know. All that's true, but you got me, and baby, I got you. Nick, din, 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 din. I got you, Nick. Din, 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 din. I got you, Nick. Din, 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 din. I got you. There you go.
Yeah, well, hey, thank you, Justin. Thank you for serenading us.
You're welcome.
But so what some of you guys were saying in the chat, yeah, no, I do feel like it was salvageable because the problems in my marriage were me, not her. So it was always salvageable. I just had to pull my head out of my ass and I don't know, just be a nicer person and not, and let go of some vices. And I don't know, just I don't know. So yeah, it was definitely always salvageable. And like, there were times where I was angry over the past few months and like trying to lash out and trying to be like, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to do my own thing then and blah, blah, blah. And it just makes you realize like, no, you're just trying to mask it. You're not really addressing it head on. But the song that Christian and I are going to be doing is, what is it? It's the Twisted Sister Christmas cover that they did. One of them, I can't remember. He sent me which one he wanted to do. I don't know off the top of my head, but I know it's a Twisted Sister cover of a Christmas song. So, yeah.
I don't want to say anything right now, but I think somebody wants to come out and just say hi real quick. Come on, girl. Come on. Well, hello, baby. It's Cher. How you doing? What's going on, everybody? It's Cher. Yes, I'm here. And I just want to say to Nick right now, I think he's just a noble steed, that Nick right now. He really is. He's the best. He is the best. And I just think he's fabulous, utterly fantastic.
Justin, what's in my head right now?
Me, by the way, Cher's like Cher has some words for me.
Jaden says this, and honestly, it's like now all I'm thinking about is putting Corey into those songs. So now in my head, I'm literally just hearing "Never Ending Corey." Oh yeah. Jaden,
I would buy that. I would buy that record. I would, and I would listen to it as I'm eating my Christmas Debbie cupcakes.
No.
I love those. Nick, have you ever had a Christmas Debbie cake? It will change your life.
I probably, but I can't pinpoint right now.
Go out and buy them. You know what? I used to bake all the time, and I said,
I don't have any
this.
damn money. I spent it all on my wife this weekend. I don't got any damn money, Justin.
Well, I just think Justin needs to stop being so lazy and send you some Christmas cupcakes. So I think that's what he needs to do.
Justin's gonna try to send me pot cupcakes, even though I don't do marijuana. Justin.
You don't do that stuff. That doesn't happen. So
no, I really don't. Though,
I know you don't. I'm kidding. I know. I don't either.
Oh, by the way, I should probably say this, Justin, because people are talking about it in the chat. Mike, next week is going to be Black Christmas 2019. Next week. Justin was like,
fabulous. Cher just left the room.
Justin just almost spit out his drink. He was like, "Oh, lovely."
Yeah, Cher left the room. Cher just said Black Christmas 2019, and she was like, "No, gonna leave." I'm like, okay. So drove her off.
Yeah, I know. Everybody in the chat is already like, "Oh shit." Yeah, no, it's going down. It's going down next week. And Alexis and Rudy, they both like the movie. And Rudy was like, it wasn't on Twitter, it was Instagram, but he was like subtweeting me basically on Instagram, like, "Fuck the haters. I like this movie." And I'm like, you know what, Rudy? Shove it. Because
if you love what you love, that's the thing. Love it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I agree. Like, I like movies that some people think are bad too. So, it is what it is. We all have our own tastes.
The Fog remake for me. So.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't know. I don't know about you, Justin. I don't know. Jaden says, "I got a challenge for you. If you and Christian quit on this one like you did Seed of Chucky, you have to sing Up in the Frat House together." A deal. Because we won't quit.
You better not quit. I'm watching this movie for you both. And because I love you all.
No, I'll tell you what. And Ryan, you want to come on, buddy, you let me know. The more the merrier to watch this movie and tear it apart. The more the merrier. You let me know.
And I'm going to quote one of my favorite movies, The Notebook, and say, I won't quit on you. Or is that's either The Notebook or Brokeback Mountain, one of them. Both are my favorite movies, though.
They're both his favorite movies. They're tied.
they're some of my favorites. Some of my favorite movies.
No, yeah, Ryan, I'm serious. I'm serious. If you want to sit down with Christian and Justin and I and come on this stream and watch that abomination with us.
I've already told Cher she can't join the live chat.
No, it's gonna be bad. All right, here we go. So Mike does a $10 super chat for a duet.
Hey. Oh,
Mike, hold on. No, hold on. We got to leave him in suspense, Justin. Hold on. Duet on the Black Christmas episode. On the Black Christmas episode.
Boo.
No, Justin, we've done enough singing tonight. On the Black Christmas episode, you'll get some kind of duet, okay? Is that fair, Mike? And thank you for the super chat, my friend. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so no, Christian, believe me, Christian's not going to come out and say this movie's a masterpiece. Christian hates the movie. Like when I told him about it, he was like, I honestly think part of him was kind of mad when he was like, oh, like, why'd you rope me into this shit? And I'm like, what are you talking about? You roped me into Hobgoblins and Seed of Chucky and
Hoblob, yeah.
Yeah, like, no, I don't give a shit, Christian. Like, you can, yeah, you turd. By the way, I'm gonna say it's I thought that we were gonna do I think we're gonna do a Uneeda episode this week, but because we didn't do one last week, but that's because we did 2 the week before, guys. Yeah, I gotta touch base with Christian and find out what day. But yeah, that is still the plan for us to do that. But yeah, Ryan, absolutely. Come on, man. Come on and have fun with us. It'll be fun. Tips for nips. Rudy, if you don't tips, you don't get nips. You already know the drill. You can't just say tips for nips. You tips, you get nips. You don't tips, you don't get no nips. That's how it goes. Sarah wants to know if you've watched any more Star Trek films, Justin.
I'm in the process of watching them, so I need to continue on watching them. So 3, I might watch 3 tonight. We'll see.
Never seen a single one.
So far, I wasn't a big fan of the original, but I really enjoy The Wrath of Khan.
Okay, so Jamie, here's the deal with Black Christmas 2019. I will say this. There are a faction of people that don't like the movie simply for the messaging, simply for what their message is, and I am not one of those people. I don't mind a message in a movie.
I don't mind messages in movies. Just gotta be done right.
If it's handled well and it's not too over the top preachy, no matter what side of the fence you're on, I'm okay with it. I feel like it can drive a narrative and it can show character motivations and everything like that. That's totally fine. What I have an issue with is when your movie is only your message and your message is so haphazardly thrown together and shoved down people's throats, and your movie has nothing else going for it. That's my issue. There's not cool kill. It's PG-13. They neuter it. I think that it's just a movie. It just makes me cringe.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. And they wasted Carry-Out Ways, and you know what? Screw them.
Imogen Poots was probably the only best thing about that movie. I like Imogen Poots.
No, look, Jaden, absolutely right. That culture does need to be called out, but not how they do it in the movie. How they do it in the movie is just.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing with the movie, is it didn't flow with the story. You could tell that was what the movie was all about. And they even were promoting the movie like that. They were like, "This is the movie."
The director clearly had something that she wanted to say, and that's totally fine, but you have to have more meat on the bone there with your movie. That can't be all you've got. And if it's all you've got, you really don't have that much. And it's just, I don't know. Yes,
Blumhouse did that one. Yeah.
No, it's not about a character, Rudy. It's the entire point of the movie. Whether the characters are outwardly saying it or not, it's the entire point of the movie. When that director in the marketing campaign literally says, when asked about the message of the movie, says, well, if you basically, then my movie's not for you. It's like you are saying out loud, you're not even implying, you are explicitly saying, look, if you're not a 14-year-old girl, you're not going to like my movie. So sucks to suck. It's just like lame. I don't know.
Anyway, we'll talk more about that. One character. I mean, it just.
It's
in general, the movie was just bad.
Yeah,
it was a bad movie.
It's an abomination. It's an abomination.
It was a bad movie. I've seen movies that have
abomination.
Great that have messages.
No.
And they do a really good job with them. And this one just wasn't.
It's poorly acted. It's poorly shot. It's severely lacking in Christmas atmosphere. It is PG-13, so you don't get great kills at all. The motivations for the villains is just dumb as fuck.
And that's and if you
it's bad. It's
take out the message side of it. Like,
I didn't even mention the message there. I didn't even mention it. I mentioned it.
It's just a bad movie. It's a bad movie. Now, if you love it again, that's great. But if it's just a bad movie.
And you know what? Like I said, I mean, like at the end of the day, my biggest issue, I think, honestly, with that movie is it was a lie. It was a lie. It was. Black Christmas, and it had nothing to do with Black Christmas, and they did that solely just to try to sell tickets. But
exactly,
I get fired up when I talk about it because I love Black Christmas, the original and the 2006 movie. And
I actually, when they announced this movie,
I was excited. Were you?
I was too. When they announced it, I was excited, and I saw like the first image of the house, and I was like,
yes,
this looks like it's gonna be good.
Yes.
And they said it's going to go back to a much more serious, like Black Christmas. And
I remember loving the. I
candy cane.
Loving
do you remember the candy cane
poster?
Yes,
yeah, with the blood on it. I love that, and I was like, and this was still when I was pretty like high on Blumhouse at the time. I really was pretty high on Blumhouse, and it was like. It was obviously right after Halloween 2018, and obviously, Happy Death Day. I think the second one had already come out as well. Yeah, because this was 2019. So yeah, I was high on Blumhouse, and I see the poster, and I get the announcement. I know it's Blumhouse, and I'm like, oh, okay, like this is going to be good, and it wasn't.
Don't bounce out. Like, I hope you guys look. I'm glad there are people that love this movie. You guys are great. We love you.
To me, it's just like. We Mike asked us to watch it and donated for us to watch it. And now we're on my channel talking about how we're going to watch it next week, which I am absolutely entitled to do. And also talk about my opinion on that movie on my channel. Like,
here's the thing.
I'm just saying, like, it is a little frustrating because it's like, I don't like the movie. That we're about to watch it next week because somebody requested us to watch it and it got brought up in the chat. So we're going to talk about it. I'm not going to pretend to be nice to it because I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Now I was going to say, like, for me, I have a lot of movies that I love that people just think are awful films. And I don't know, like Prom Night Remake, The Fog, like Halloween Resurrection.
Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends. I love Halloween Ends, and I got told to freaking off myself for that. So, like, again, the one thing, Justin, is when you and I talk about this movie and we talk about how we think it's bad, do we ever say to people that like it, wow, man,
I can't believe you like it.
Objectively wrong. You should go jump off a bridge. No.
I love when people have different opinions on films. I certainly have different opinions. Nick has them. And I love that people love the film. Like, that makes me happy that there are fans out there of it.
Are you talking about 06 or are you talking about 19? Because I guess technically there are two remakes, but let me know which one you're talking about. But
I mean, I love Texas Chainsaw 3D, and not everybody loves that movie. Like, I love that movie.
I'm not a big fan of that movie, but
that's like top 5 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies for me.
3D?
Yeah.
Wow.
Top 5.
No, that's not that surprising, Justin, because Christian is the same way.
Yeah, I love it.
Christian loves that movie too.
I have a lot of fun with it.
A lot of people have really come around on that movie.
Yes, Jaden, it does rule. Yes.
Rudy, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm getting a little frustrated. So people, it got brought up. We're going to be watching it. We're going to talk about it. And I'm not going to poo-poo your opinion on liking it, and I would really appreciate my opinion not being poo-pooed for not liking it. I'm just getting a little frustrated by it.
It's going to be a commentary that is going to be something else. So,
I mean,
but
I don't know. I'm not a fan. But again, someone wanted us to. I mean, shit, dude. I sat through Hobgoblins, and like, look. Let me be honest with you, Justin. Have you seen Hobgoblins?
I've not seen it, but I was going to give you.
Good. It's not good.
I was going to give you a controversial opinion here. You ready for this? I am a fan of the Psycho remake, and a lot of people don't like that remake. I like that remake.
That's not that controversial because I think most people it is, and because it is sacrilege. Any movie like that, but it's not a bad movie. The problem with that remake is that it's literally a shot for shot remake.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were just like, well, we've seen this all before. But having said that, I don't think that movie's bad at all. I think it's just, I never find the urge to watch it. I
every once in a while when I get frisky, I'm just kidding. Every once in a while I get in the mood to watch it, and I like it. Yeah, I like it. It's okay. It's okay to lose points. I know she's kidding, but
okay. Well, Jaden says my most controversial film opinions are Revenge of the Sith over the original Star Wars trilogy, and Halloween 5 being my second favorite.
So speaking of Star Wars, Revenge of the. Let me look at this comment real quick. Most controversial opinions.
Jaden says that Revenge of the Sith is better than
I love Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. I love Revenge of the Sith.
Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars 77, aka A New Hope. I just feel like those two are like peak Star Wars for me.
Guess what is my second favorite though?
Star Wars movie? What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
My favorite is Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
I love that. But you know what my second favorite one is? And this is
if you say Attack of the Clones, Justin.
No. The Last Jedi.
I love that. Oh my god.
I love The Last Jedi. I got a lot of hate for loving that one when it came out.
Yeah, it is easily The Last Jedi for me, if I think about it right now, it's probably number 3 or number 4 for me. Yeah,
I love The Last Jedi.
The only thing I don't like about that movie is the Canto Bight stuff. The 20 minutes on the casino planet. Everything else about that movie I love, but I hate that part of the movie.
I love that movie.
But yeah,
Oh, I like the Ewok adventure movies too. So
yeah, Revenge of the Sith is
amazing. I love that movie. I love that film.
Justin, did you ever get around to watching Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney Plus?
I have not watched it yet, but I've heard it's really good, and I'm a huge fan of Revenge of the Sith and the characters and actors on it.
If you're a fan of Revenge of the Sith, you'll like it. I think if you were someone that was brought up on the sequel trilogy, you'll like it. I think a lot of the people that took issue with it were people that were brought up on the original trilogy, just because a lot of people said it felt like a lot of filler, and it was not necessary and this and that, and it could have, was messing with the lore and everything like that. I personally don't agree. I also don't gatekeep for Star Wars or any franchise for that matter. So I really dug it. But I will admit it didn't need to be a 6-episode series. It could have been a 2.5-hour movie. It 100%.
I would love to have had that be a movie. I guess that's my thing.
There is some filler. There's some filler in it for sure.
I guess, and here's another opinion. I love the Marvel stuff, but Disney Plus and what they're doing right now with all these TV shows, I have a hard time keeping up with that stuff. I'm like, just make the movies, and I would be really happy. And that might be a controversial thing there, but I would love to see. I'd rather see in general with things more like you said, Obi-Wan Kenobi, 2.5-hour movie over a TV show. That's what I would like to see. I feel like we're going in that route of let's just make them TV shows. No, I want them to be the movies. That's how I watched them.
Yeah, and you're stretching it out farther than it needs to be stretched out. Guys, that's another thing I'm going to do this December on my channel. I've never done a Star Wars ranking because I always do.
I would love to do a Star Wars ranking with you.
I've always done horror stuff on here mostly, but I grew up on Star Wars. I love Star Wars, and I've never put my ranking out into the world. As far as the sequel trilogy goes, like The Force Awakens was fun and nostalgic, seeing it in theaters and being there opening night and just how big of an event that movie was. But as it's gone on, I really just feel like it's a watered down version of A New Hope. It really is.
Me personally, I never saw it that way. I'll tell you this. I love Force Awakens. I love The Last Jedi. I really enjoy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't love The Rise of Skywalker.
No, I really enjoy Rise of Skywalker, but as far as a wrap-up trilogy goes with that one, could have been way better.
Yeah, well, that's J.J. Abrams for you. Everybody always says that J.J. Abrams struggles with endings and wrapping things up, and yeah, you can tell because there's shit in that movie where it's just like, why? Where did this come from?
I love the fact that, and this is again a little controversial opinion. I like the fact that Rian Johnson was like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to do what I want to do. And he did his own thing.
Rian Johnson said...
I love Rian Johnson. Rian Johnson.
Rian Johnson was basically like, look, y'all think you know Star Wars, and Star Wars is this, and Star Wars is that. I'm going to change up the formula. For better or worse, I want to give you something.
Rogue One. I love
Rogue One is incredible. Rogue One is incredible. That movie is absolutely fantastic.
I cried at the end of the movie, and
it's so good. It is so good.
I cried for many reasons at the end of that movie. I cried though because that was the year that Carrie Fisher passed away, and I remember going into the movie and seeing that ending, and I was like that hit me. And I really enjoy Solo. Enjoy Solo.
Here's the thing about Solo. I waited. I didn't go see that in theaters, and I know it like bombed at the box office, and people were like, oh, yeah, it's because everyone's like, fuck you, Disney. No, they weren't, because all three of the sequel trilogy movies made over $1 billion. So that's not what it was. The reason Solo flopped is the same reason someone like me didn't go see it. My wife and I, we both love Star Wars. We saw the previews for it, and we said, I don't need to go see that in theaters. That is how I felt. It was like, I wanted other stories. I wanted the Obi-Wan Kenobi series or movie that they kept talking about. You know, I didn't need a prequel movie for Han Solo just because I was like, I know who Han Solo is. I know what his backstory was.
Great chatting with you, Ryan.
Yeah, hey, see you later, man. And I'll reach out to you about next week. But so like having said that though, everyone, I enjoyed it. We watched it on, I think, Netflix a few years ago when it came out, like on streaming. And like we both, when it was over, I remember like looking at her and we kind of talked about it. I was like, so what'd you think? She was like, it was fine. I was like, yeah, it was fine. But like, it was just fine for me. Like my issue was I just didn't think it was necessary. There were so many things that the Star Wars series could have touched on that fans wanted them to touch on. And they were going in a route that I didn't think we needed to go in. Like, I don't know. I want to know more about Darth Plagueis, the Wise. I want to know more, Emperor Palpatine's master. I want to know more about that. I wanted to know more about between episode 3 and episode 4 with Obi-Wan. And obviously we got that a few years later with the Disney Plus series. But like, that was my issue I had with that movie, was just like, I don't need this movie. I don't need this story. Not a bad movie, but I just don't need it.
The only Star Wars related thing I could never finish watching was the holiday special. I tried watching that last year and that was brutal.
I still haven't watched it.
Oh my gosh.
It is horrible.
Brutal.
From what I've heard. Yeah. Mark Hamill has said that it is awful. But yeah, no, I'm a big Star Wars fan, guys. But my issues with The Rise of Skywalker pretty much were like, it was all fan service. And a lot of it didn't even make any sense. You know, one of the things I love the most about The Last Jedi, Justin?
What about The Last Jedi?
That the theme of the movie was anybody can be a hero. You don't have to be a Skywalker. You don't have to be this. You don't have to be that. Anybody can be a hero. Rey was a nobody. Mm-hmm. Rey was a nobody, but that nobody was super powerful. And that was really cool. And that's a cool message for kids everywhere to be like, you don't have to come from power or money or whatever to be powerful. Sometimes it's just in you. But then Rise of Skywalker goes, well, no, we got to do the Star Wars thing and make her related to someone. And it's like, why?
I know. And then I love it at the end of Last Jedi, and obviously we're never gonna get this when the child at the end, like the kid at the end,
Yes.
there's that hint there.
It's the whole theme of the movie. Anyone can be a hero. Like, it's in all of us. Like, and that is such a great message. And The Rise of Skywalker was like, no, she's a Palpatine.
We're
when
gonna.
when was the Emperor? When was he banging?
Yeah.
Like, what? With the timeline, Justin, he would have been old as shit. Like, no. Now, The Rise of Skywalker has some good stuff in it. I love the fight between Ben and Rey on the Death Star. That is incredible.
But I think
and I love Ben turning back and helping Rey at the end. Incredible. But there's some dumb shit in that movie.
Can we talk about another movie? Has anybody seen, speaking of Rian Johnson, Glass Onion? Has anybody?
No, and I don't even want to get into Netflix being Netflix. Got to wait 2 more weeks for it. But Justin, I'm telling you, everyone I know that went and saw it the week it was in theaters,
I've heard
they all told me the same thing. It's just as, at the very least, it's just as good as Knives Out.
And it made $15 million
in 600 theaters.
Yes. That is amazing. And then Netflix came out, I believe, and said something. It was like, oh, we don't care about the numbers.
Well, because they don't. They're the way that they're hedging their bets and going, look, what we care about is subs. The money that the new subs brings in outweighs money that box office would bring in. And I'm here to tell you guys, bullshit. How many times do people sub to a streaming service, watch the thing they want to watch, and then unsubscribe? It happens all the time.
I did that with Paramount Plus, Orphan Kills. I went on there and I watched it for Orphan Kills, and then I was done after that. Because I had, Discovery? What was it? Not Paramount. What was that one? Paramount took over NBC, CBS, the streaming service. And I had that for a while, and I thought it was pretty boring. So, yeah.
It's just they needed to be they needed to give it a traditional theatrical release for maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
I agree. It's,
make $100 million, $200 million worldwide, so then you already recoup your investment, and then everything on Netflix, all the subs, all the watch hours, everything like that is just icing on the cake. Like,
I got another movie. Is anybody gonna go see, spoiler alert, with Jim Parsons? That
I've seen trailers for it. It looks good.
I almost cried during the trailer. I'm gonna cry during that one.
Is it like a gay rom-com?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's gonna be. It's based on actually a true story, and they say in the trailer right away, this is not a rom-com. This is a love story, but it's your different type of love story.
Don't you get me started, JC. Don't even get me started. I loved that show.
It's amazing.
I loved that show. I'm still not over it.
I'm so excited to see the spoiler alert. It's gonna be good. I'm ready for it. Rudy, the thing about it is, I really think that this movie is gonna show just a happy love story. I mean, it's gonna be a love story. It's gonna be sad, but it's gonna be a love story, and it looks incredible.
Well, I hope it's good, and I hope you enjoy it when you finally see it. All right, guys, we're going on an hour and a half, and my phone is now dying, so I do have to wrap it up. Look, okay. I want to say this before we go anywhere. Look, Rudy, Alexis, anybody watching that likes Black Christmas 2019, I still love you. Okay, it's your opinion, but I warn you, that commentary is coming next week, and we're not going to be nice to the movie. But if you were to pop in and say hello, we're not going to be mean to you for liking the movie. So you're still welcome to join, watch along with us. Maybe you can be in the chat telling us why we're wrong for certain things about the movie. I don't know. I'm just saying. But yeah, that watch along is coming next week. I'm not looking forward to it, but who knows? It could be one of those things, Justin. I've only watched the movie one time, so maybe I'll watch it and I'll go, it wasn't as bad as I remember.
Wasn't as bad, yeah.
It could be one of those things. There's a movie that I've won. I don't know. The Gallows.
What movie? What movie do you want to rewatch? Tell me.
I don't want to rewatch The Gallows, but I have wondered.
Yeah.
No, Rudy. I'm just saying. I know you guys join in every live chat, and I didn't want you to feel like you couldn't come in a live chat because we were going to be talking bad about a movie you liked. The only reason I said it is because you guys have said in the chat many times that you're not going to be there. So, yeah. Anyway, whatever. But
anyway, we love you so much. Thank you
yeah.
for joining the chat.
But yeah, guys, wow, what a stream tonight. We talked about, took some questions. We talked about, I don't know, mental health. You guys learned a lot more about my situation. And there
was singing involved, which
yeah, Cher stopped in.
She did. I told her she had to go to sleep, though.
You never said that you weren't going to be there. You just alluded to it. Yeah. No, you did. Yeah, you did. You told me last week. You literally said that you weren't. What did you say? It was you either texted me or you DM'd me something on Instagram. Rudy, I believe it was Rudy, or you joked about how you guys weren't going to watch it or some shit like that. I don't know. Or you joke all the time whenever we talk about it. All right, let's leave.
Where did he come from? Who's that guy? How can I get one?
I don't know how.
To me like he could really fly. Oh, who's that guy? Okay. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I was like, we need to throw a song in here.
Well, no, I'm just confused because they've literally been in the chat talking about how they're going to leave anytime we talk about it. And then when I say, oh, well, you guys might not be there because of this, they're like, I didn't say that. What do you mean? What do you mean? Anyway, whatever.
Oh, and you got to meet Louise. She had to leave for a little bit, but you got to meet Louise.
You guys got to see Kylo for like 5 seconds, but he doesn't like being held. Yes, his name is Kylo because of Kylo Ren, which
I named Louise after Thelma and Louise.
So. I got a Kylo Ren ornament right here. You can't see it because it's not close enough, but he's got his lightsaber and everything right here. So, yeah. So yeah, guys. No, it's all love all the time. I don't know.
Nick's gonna dance for you next week during this, so stay tuned.
I don't know.
He's gonna dance. He said duet though, and if he don't, you take that back. We're gonna figure out a duet.
Nah, I did tell Mike that.
Watching you, and you got $10 to do a You're gonna do a duet. We're gonna figure out the song. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be amazing. So
I did say that. I have a week to prepare. By the way, I don't think that Tuesday I don't think that'll take precedence for Tuesday. I think that we'll probably still do our Tuesday show. It just depends on Christian's schedule. I don't know yet, JC. I'll make a post on my community page once I know from Christian what his schedule is. Because we're going to have to work it around his work schedule. Having said that, if he backs out and bails, which I wouldn't be surprised because he hates the movie, Justin and I will still do it. Like, we're still going to do it. But I wanted to get Christian on there because he also doesn't like the movie, and I want to torture him because he's tortured me with movies that I don't like. So, what's fair is fair, I guess. I don't know. But again, Rudy and Alexis, maybe you'll be surprised. Maybe I'll watch the movie and I'll say that wasn't as bad as I remembered. That wasn't as bad. Yeah,
it'll be a brand new person, everyone.
Well, I mean, I do feel like the initial shock of it not really being a remake to Black Christmas colored my opinion at the beginning, and I still have only watched it one time, but it definitely colored my opinion.
And sometimes opinions can change on movie. Sometimes opinions can change on movies. I do like Resurrection, and it's not my least favorite. So I like it. I like that movie. I like to quote it. I like to watch it.
I'm gonna tell you. No, Justin, I'm gonna tell you right now. Until Halloween Ends isn't your last one, I'm gonna give you shit because I don't care. I do not care what you think about Halloween Ends. It is not objectively the worst Halloween movie. It's just, if you want to put it at,
the worst Halloween movie.
If you want to put it at 12, if you want to put it at 12 one day, I will respect you and I'll stop bitching about it. But it cannot be 13. I cannot have that. I can't.
Number 13. It's number 13.
Well, guess what, guys? Don't worry. He'll change his mind eventually because he'll feel bad because Jamie Lee's in the movie and he'll feel like he's disrespecting Jamie Lee by putting
I
it.
can go watch Freaky Friday or some other Jamie Lee Curtis movie.
What if this is...
Hi, Coco and Brian. I love you guys.
Hey, what's up? Jaden, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
It's the worst Halloween movie out there.
No.
Nick's going to be like, and next week we got a new co-host.
No. Next week, Nick's going to be like, I'm not here because you know what? I was bullied tonight by Alexis and Rudy, and now I'm getting bullied by Justin.
I won't ever bully you. You know I love your face.
I just feel like I'm the punching bag, guys.
You're not the punching bag. I love
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love Christmas with the Cranks as well, Alexis.
I love Christmas with Oh, that's such a great movie.
I haven't watched it yet. Justin watched it, last night?
I watched it last night, but I can watch it so many times. It's a great movie. You know what? We need to do a live stream and watch one of our favorite Christmas movies.
All right, Die Hard. Yeah, Die Hard.
Yeah. You know what my favorite line in Die Hard is? I know you got to go, but my favorite line in Die Hard is when he is in the vent and he's like, come to California. We'll have a good time. Get together. Like he's like so pissed off at that moment. He's like, why did I choose to come here? Okay.
I know, Jaden, this is a great comment to end on. A great one. I hated Halloween's because it had too much Michael in it.
That's right. Oh my gosh,
hog.
how much Michael did we have in that movie?
Yeah, I know. It was just too much, and I'm just glad that they... Wow, thank you, Coco. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know I should probably do it more. But you know what, Alexis? Truthfully, you're the one that was going around hurting feelings. You and Rudy. You ganged up on me and Justin, and... You know what? We don't appreciate it. Justin and I, we're going to talk when this is over, and we might share a cry or two. We might. So
Cher might come out and sing to Nick.
Yeah. Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back? Making fun of poor little Nick and Justin? Huh? Is this what you want to do? All right. Anyway.
It's okay. I give Nick, I was singing how I didn't like Halloween Ends, so.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
We love you. I love everybody. I just want everybody to be, you know what? I just want everybody to be happy and just happiness right there. He's going to stop recording right now as I'm talking.